Hello everybody, so today I'll be showing you how you can change the width and height of the images in HTML. So in the last video I told you how to upload an image and links. So first of all you need to give the basic requirements for your image is that img space source is equal to. Now this means that img, like I'm telling the computer that I need to insert an image in my HTML page. So after this there is source. So the source means that you are defining the computer where my image is. Suppose it's on the downloads, desktop or in any folder. So here this means that C users, then you can see Achintya. You can just name your user whatever you want, and then desktop. It's on the desktop and this is the name of my image. And then I've added the width and height. Now I'm going to show you without this styling that I have added, width, how the image looks. So just close and save. Now you can see that this image is very small, but I've added this styling, width 500px and height also is 500px, and the semicolon is for if you want to add another style. So you don't need to add a semicolon. You can just add it after you finish any style. So let's start. Width, I'm giving this width as 600px and close this. Now I'm giving this height as 600px also. Now I'm going to close this double quote and give this semicolon. Yeah, just save this and you can refresh this. You can see that this image is bigger than this. So remember the sequence that you need to write width, then equal to, close the double quotes and write in between 600px or anything you want to write. Now there are two ways for doing this. This is the first way, and the second way is that instead of this px I'm just going to write 50%. Yeah, 50%. Here also I'm going to type 50% and save this. Now you can see that this image is also getting big by the px and the percentage as well. So now you might ask, what's the difference between px and percentage? So px is basically applicable only for one computer. It's not that you need to write every new value. Suppose my computer screen has a different dimension and your computer screen might have a different dimension. So in my computer screen, the image's width is going to be proper, but if it runs in your computer, it's not going to be proper. So for that, you're going to use percentage. Now percentage in any computer, you're going to use this, then it is going to give you the accurate spacing. For example, if I type 50% over here, you can see that it's working in my computer, and if I run this program in your computer, it is going to work as well as it's working here. So this is the difference between px and percentage. So basically px is used as only specific for one unit, but percentage is specific for the all units, because percentage is going to be same whereas px is going to change. So now I'm going to be showing you how you can remember this HTML sequence. So you need to write this before you're starting an HTML file. So define the computer that you're starting this HTML file. So a lot of people confused with this. So first type these two angle brackets, then give an exclamation mark, doc type. This doc type means you're defining the computer that there is a file. So now you can type here HTML, type HTML, then put an HTML tag, then head like our body. There's head, then close our head, then body, then our body is closed. So inside the head you can type the title if you want. This title, as I told you, is over here, the coding. So if I change this title, suppose I make it to code, and then you can see it's only code. Then so this is basically used title, and there's also one reel sheet tag, so that I'll show you in the later video. It's used to connect your CSS file with the HTML file, so that also you need to insert it here. Now if you just want to insert that reel sheet file, you can just give an enter after this, no problem. Then close this head, then body. Within the body tag you need to start whatever you are typing, for example h1 or anything. Then you can just close this body tag. After the HTML tag you need to close it. And make sure after every line of code you need to save it, otherwise you'll be worried why my code is not working. So you need to save it. Now last, thing of this video, I'm going to be showing you a feature from where you only from the browser you can check whether you can check your code. So right click on the page and click on inspect. Now you can see as soon as I click on inspect, it's going to take some seconds, and then you can see that here's my code and here's my doctype HTML. When I click on this HTML, you can see that this portion is getting highlighted. Then click on the head, you can see the title. So I can change the title as well, and then body. You can see these images. When I click on these images are getting highlighted. Then same way I have closed here, and this is the styling. I'll just show you the styling where I've written. So you can see that 500px and 500px height. Same if I do for this image, this is 50% and 50%. Now there is console, sources. So sources means how many files are there. Currently I have only one file, coding.html. Then network, performance, there's so many features. So like this you can check the code of any website. For example, I go to YouTube and I can just click inspect. Then I'll show you one thing that you can see that this is the code of YouTube that they have written, doctype HTML. Then they have done all these things. Over if I click on this doctype, you can see and all the styling that they have done. So in the next video I'll be showing you about div. So divs are basically a box. That's a quick reference of what I'll be showing you in the next video. Bye bye.